morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, Dr. Donna. Welcome to today's personal accountability. Today's topic, adult. What is the first thought that enters into your mind when you hear adult? The definition that I will be using today is this: a person who has attained the age of majority and is therefore regarded as independent, self-sufficient, and responsible. This person has the right to vote, to marry, apply for credit cards, make medical and financial decisions for themselves, and sign contracts. Now, when you think about this word adult, that's not what you think about. You tell people you're an adult, and then you start listing the behaviors and the actions that they should be able to perform on a day-to-day basis. And when my daughter turned 18, and I am a very good parent, I realized that the clock started over because I taught her how to navigate life from 0 to 18. And when she turned 18, she needed to learn all of these skills in order to be an adult. However, there really isn't a place for you to go to learn all of these skills. And some of you might say, well, the parents should teach you. But as soon as you become 18, your parents automatically think that somehow you have an adult thinking cap on and you should know how to do this, which is absurd because you don't even get your full frontal lobe until the age of 25. So you have about 7 years when you're figuring things out. But in those 7 years, there are other people that say you are an adult and you should know how to adult. But there is no adult school. There is no pre-K for adulting. You just jump out there. You either go in the workforce, go in the military, or go to college, and now you're just supposed to know how to adult. And then everyone is confused why adults don't know anything. Well, how come you don't know how to? Why aren't you a good parent? Why aren't you a good spouse? Why aren't you a good worker? Where the hell is adult school? Where is it? Where is all of the adult things that you should have learned how to do while you were going to school and playing sports and having time with your friends and just learning about who you are? Now, all of a sudden, you should know because you've reached the age of majority. You should know how to manage your finances and your time and be a high functioning adult in society and do all these other things that the peer pressure of being an adult is there for you to do when you were never taught that. That is why the 74 principles of real leadership are so important, because it is the language of adulting. It actually teaches you how to behave through neuropability, and so you can learn neurologically how to get all of these things accomplished because you develop the neural pathways to adult life. There isn't a manual, or there wasn't a manual before me. And now there is a manual, and it's called the 74 Principles of Real Leadership. And it gives you the foundation in order for you to be able to process who you'd like to vote for, process who you'd like to be married to, and how you want to have your marriage to go, and apply for credit cards, and make medical and financial decisions, and sign contracts, and have children, and engage with other adults, and find your life's purpose, and work with a purpose, and just live and enjoy life on a day-to-day basis. That is what the 74 Principles of Real Leadership does. It gives you the foundation and the structure for your adult life so that you can have the best adult life that you possibly can. So yes, there is a definition for adult. There isn't a system for you to adult effectively until now. I suggest you visit the website and sign up for a PA challenge so you can start to learn to hold yourself personally accountable so you can adult the shit out of this thing that we call adult living.